Hey, I got a 2012 Kia Optima here. Got an AC problem. Seems like the compressor works. It kicks on down there, but it's still blowing hot air. So I got the gauges hooked up here on a low pressure line, high pressure line. I'm showing equal static pressure here at around 60 psi on both sides. Okay, I just wanted to comment real quick. This is where I started the car up, and you can see the compressor works, but the problem is there's very low pressure here. And I know from before, when I first put the gauges on, before I made the video, there was 0 psi on both sides. So I know there's a leak somewhere, a significant leak. I suspect it's a TSV valve leaking. So we have the pump running, as you can see down there, the compressor. And I'll show you from the side. I even took the side cover off down there. But from what I see, it's looking like a TSV valve. Okay, so I just shut the car off. Pressures are starting to equalize again. I suspect a faulty thermal expansion valve, or TXV, or TSV, whatever you prefer to call it. The compressor continuously runs, never seems to cycle on and off. So I'm thinking the expansion valve is not regulating properly. Okay, so I took it down to a shop to get the system evacuated. It's illegal to evacuate the R134A into the atmosphere, so definitely don't want to get jammed up over that. Now it's time to attack that TXV valve. There's no pressure in the lines. Right there it is. You can follow your low service port, which is located right there, to get back to the TXV valve. There's also your high pressure service port. So you follow your line back from the low pressure port, go past that rubber tubing there, and it goes right into the TXV valve, which is covered with that black cover. Okay guys, so I got my replacement TXV valve here. I'm going to replace the O-rings. Just ran down to Harbor Freight, grabbed this HMBR O-ring assortment. This one's a little bit better than the regular ones. It's meant to withstand the high extreme heat and cold of the AC system. All right, we got the vacuum pump hooked up to the gauge here, the middle port. Our port's open, and the valves there. Everything's good to go. Just gotta plug this in and let it run. They say about an hour. Book says 10 minutes. We'll see. We'll let it run for a little bit. As you can see, the low side should be going negative, which it is. It's a good sign. Okay, we're about 15 minutes in the vacuum here. Negative pressures are holding good on both sides, the high and low end here. So we're going to let the vacuum run for at least, 45 minutes or an hour. All right, pressure's still holding. I've had the pump off now for at least a half hour. So negative pressure is still holding, good sign, no leaks. Now it's time to add the refrigerant. Now these cans come 12 ounces, 340 grams. I got a little scale here. So what this car calls for is 525 to 575 grams.
or 1.16 pounds to 1.27 pounds. So basically, you got 340 grams here, but you can see the can, with the can it weighs more. It's 437. So you just got to consider that. So you obviously put a whole can in and just a partial of the other can. And that's what the scale's for, so we can measure when we get to that point. So I have a separate valve that hooks up. It pierces the can, has a gauge, and then it has the quick fitting. The problem is now on my gauge here, I already have the other quick fitting hooked up with the nice vacuum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pierce the can with this one, let some air, refrigerant in this line so there's no air in it. That way there's refrigerant all the way till the end. Then I'm just going to take the other connector off and connect this one on. Got a max AC here, blowing much colder air. I don't have a temperature gauge, but I can guarantee it's a lot colder than what it used to be. See what kind of pressure we're running up here. Yep, that looks good there. The fan kicks on, it cools right off. We're at about 30 psi on the low side. Goes up slightly with the high pressure. Once the high pressure gets to close to 250, it cycles off then when the fan kicks on. Boom, right there. Maybe even about 225, which is good. Get to about like 40 and 225. It keeps cycling like normal. Okay guys, I'm wrapping up the project here. I've had the car off about half hour now. It's holding equal static pressure on both sides. I have 80 psi of static pressure. So I'm not showing any signs of a leak at this point. We'll see what happens in the days to come, but I think it's a good fix at this point. The TXV valve was definitely to blame. When I took it apart, I mean, you could see obvious signs of a leak there. It was a slow leak, but it was enough that, you know, it was causing issues with the system. And I also suspect that it was stuck open, so it was allowing, you know, hot air to just keep blowing around. As you can see down on the cross member there was a little bit of a sign of leakage, which I saw before I started the project, and that's what led me to suspect that it was the TXV valve. But if there's any questions, just send me a comment. Thanks.